likes to take its beautiful time. All right, so I've hit the go live button. We should be going live. Oh my gosh, I didn't get any sleep for the entire night, and so I passed out before scheduling this stream. So this stream was like scheduled for 11. It's coming out at 3. If you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, hi, and hope you're doing well. If you're watching this live or you've been waiting for this, I'm sorry. I didn't get any sleep. I stayed up throughout the entire night working on the computer. This morning I prepped. I did a reinstall, which is also another reason why the stream took a while, because not only did I forget about it and fall asleep, and I didn't really forget about it. I just passed out. I sat down and just blacked out. But good Lord, if I could think, I had to go ahead and do a reinstall because I wanted to mess around with the partitions, and so I was just, I'll nuke it. Raise the volume. You always forget. I did. Yeah, I did. That's it at max, brother. I'm not doing the raising the audio thing like with the filter, because this is also capturing the desktop audio. So hopefully it's good. You know what? Let me see. Let me just grab this microphone. You know what? Look, this is impromptu. There's nothing formal going on here. Let me grab this microphone. Oh, let me grab that. Let's take this microphone around here. You know what? Yeah, let's just do it this way. Let's just do it this way. Hopefully it sounds better. I'm going to butcher your username as I do everyone's username, but Balil, hopefully I got your name right and didn't butcher it too bad. I hope you're doing well, man. And of course, oh my God, buddy farted. Oh, it's so bad. Dude, the fuck am I feeding you, man? Buddy, like, dude, just look at him. Look at him. He's just chillaxing, and please forgive the mess. But he's just chillaxing down there, just right underneath me. Oh, God. Oh. The man isn't even in his own channel. Yes, no, I'm not in my WeChat channel. The computer has been down pretty much, most of the morning. I actually just now got everything reinstalled and set up and configured and everything. I just now got WeChat set up, so I now can join the server. But how's the podcast we did? Okay, so I'm going to assume this, me holding the microphone like this is way better, because I'm going to move this so that it's much closer from now on. But here in about 30 minutes, I'm going to have to go because me and my family are going to we're watching Jack Reacher together, that show, it's pretty good. It's not, they try and force a love story in it, which is just so unbelievably bad. Just so unbelievably bad. But, it's a decent show. Get to see a dude just kick ass. But we're going to go do that. But I've got the computer completely all put together. So you can see it there. Looks all good. And did my dipshit screw it in? I think I screwed in the top case. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. So I'm not going to be showing you it, which there's really nothing to show off. It's just a case fan put in to replace the CPU cooler, hooked up to a weird Molex adapter for fans. And we have proper system cooling, and fixed all my issues, because apparently running at between 85 to 97 degrees Celsius in that ballpark kind of causes issues with a computer, just a tad bit. But TFL, to answer your question, it's good. I've got it all together. I've got it scheduled. Same with DTs. So Friday, DTs. DT is coming on the Unix crew. That's going to be Friday. Monday is TFL's coming on. Later on tonight at 11 o'clock, I have to record, I'm going to record with Root BSD. And so that will be posted, next Friday? Yeah. So Friday, then TFL next Monday, then Root BSD next Friday, and then that Monday after that, Ben Fitzpatrick should be on. Hopefully, Ben and me had he had to cancel, and then it ended up that he was able to do it, but then by that point I had to cancel. So we're playing some phone tag right now, but don't worry, I'll have Ben on the channel, which I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like that one, because Ben's the developer of Storm OS, and he's also an insanely intelligent guy. Really nice guy too, so excited to have him on. Alien, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, our mics, you have to suck. Yeah. Well, I mean, these are, not going to lie, these are musician, they're meant for musicians. I mean, if you can't tell, they're made for musicians. They're not really or podcast, they're kind of meant for panels where we're just going to be sitting up here with microphones. It's really what they're meant for. But yeah, it's much better when you hold it close. Yeah, so the microphone, I have it mounted above my monitor, sticking out a bit. Instead of doing it that way, I'm just going to move it to one side of my desk and then just have it come out in front of the keyboard like I used to have it. It's just a little annoying because I have to make sure that I route the cord right and all that. Philip, how's it going? It is going very well. I had a terrible time debugging my OpenBSD machine. I even got pissed drunk at one point. It got so I had pretty much given up on diagnosing and figuring out how to get shit work. I played with OpenBSD's kernel last night. I messed around with the actual kernel, and by the way, I got it to boot. I played around with kernel, the actual kernel itself, just straight up, just copy pasting, deleting, just doing shit, and it still booted, which is if my dumbass can touch something and play around with it that low level and it still work, that's incredible. That's nuts. But yeah, so the problem I had was on OpenBSD with my motherboard, my Gigabyte A520. I'm happy to give out the motherboard model. My Gigabyte A520 IAC. There we go. Good Lord. Motherboard manufacturers. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Can you not come up with good names for shit anymore? You just given up. You're just fuck it. We'll just throw a whole bunch of letters and numbers together and hopefully they'll understand what it means. A520 IAC. The fuck is wrong with you? Come on, man. Give me a good... yeah, it's the Gigabyte A520. Sick. And then if you want to get fancy, do there's the revision A or revision B or revision C or whatever. You could just go in numeric fashion. Come on, man. Anyway, on this motherboard, the CPU fan and system fan headers, when it boots up, it seems to be an ACPI issue, which, by the way, I also messed around with that and stuff and still didn't break anything, which is incredible. But it seems to be that the system fan controller or whatever is not actually configured properly by the kernel, and so when OpenBSD boots, it disregards as soon as the kernel is fully booted and all the ACPI devices are set up, loaded, or whatever, configured. This fan stops, the fan stop taking the BIOS options, and it just spins at a piss poor excuse of a fan speed. It just slows down to 200 RPMs or some shit like that. but I got it replaced with a case fan from the Rosewell, and just screwed that into the little heatsink thing, and yeah, got it hooked up to a Molex adapter, and yeah. You would think it's really loud, but it's not. It's really not. Hope Philip's doing good. I don't know if I said hi to you when you popped in, but going good. Alien, did you ever try building a PC inside an aquarium with mineral oil? No, because that's too much of a, like, that is a major. Building this mini ITX system was already a pain in the ass. Like, I hope y'all understand how fucking small that thing is. Like, that is tiny. Like, there's a laptop power brick that powers it, and there's the computer. It's not that much bigger, like, at all. So, yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering what the white thing on top is, that's my Wi-Fi antenna. And Jeff, yes, I am here. If any of you guys were like waiting on the stream since like 11 o'clock, like this morning, like when I actually scheduled it for, I'm sorry. I didn't get any sleep, and then I sat down, which was a grave mistake. I sat down about 15, 20, like maybe 15, 20 minutes before the live stream was supposed to go up or start. And I sat down. I think I probably blinked twice and then blacked out, which was great. That was so needed. Like, it was probably the fact that I had been drinking so much alcohol throughout the night. You know, like my body, like I just needed sleep so bad. It's a dynamic mic. Sounds good. I mean, I don't know. Scott picked it up, and it's a nice mic. That's all I can say. It's nice. So what are the plans? Ooh, I like that. So, secretly, okay, the real purpose of this live stream, boys, the real purpose is to bring you guys in, okay? And I want to talk about something. So for one, I want to go even further into the minimalism, and I'm considering trying. The reason I want to bring you guys in, okay, so bear with me. Hold on here. Just hold on. Bear with me, okay? I want to bring you in because I want you to either convince me not, or two, give me your argument on why I should or shouldn't go more minimalist into VI. Because I want to see if I can just use VI and like not have to worry about Vim. Because, I mean, pretty much the only reason like I use Vim is, you know, I think the syntax and well, I'm used to using Vim, okay? But VI is also included on the system, and I've never tried to make VI usable. Never tried it. So I want to bring you in and like have you tell me your input on that. And also, we also need to find a new color scheme, okay? I have nothing against solarized. I like solarized, but we need a new color scheme. Oh, and by the way, I've switched over to using Qt Browser instead of Chromium. Why, you may ask? Well, if I hold the, okay, I'm gonna need my hand for this. How to prop up this microphone without? Okay, you know what? Let's just do this, boys. All right, I'm gonna put the microphone up here for just a second. Okay. I know I'm quiet, but hold on. So if I grab my window, you see that little like in CWM, that geometry thing. Chromium, for some weird like ethereal reason, on the current branch, so on the updated version of Chromium. Hello, focus, Brio. I said focus, baby. Bitch, I said focus. There you go. Okay. Yeah. What was it? What was I saying? Oh yeah. So the geometry like thing when I move a window was like really screwy for some reason in Chromium on the dash current, which on this install I'm back on 7.0. So I'm not running dash current. I'm running the stable release because that's just how I want to roll. All right. But yeah, it's all like broken, but it's just Chromium, so yeah. Plus, also, it's about time I get back into Qt browser. Excuse me. BTW editing comments doesn't count. Wait, hold on. You manually changed the kernel source code? Yeah. Well, I mean, I changed the kernel. I played around with the kernel. I changed like you can like do configure options, and then you can also like I had to like I was messing around with an ACPI file, but yeah, I mean not really, but sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot, man. Okay, it's a miracle I clothe and bathe myself. All right, like if I get something accomplished on the computer, like that's sheer luck. Oh, dude, it was the best sleep. Like that, I feel like I hate those kinds of sleep because the sleep is amazing. Like when you just stay up too late, you absolutely need it and you just pass out. Like it's the best sleep. But when you wake up, especially like when you schedule a live stream, kind of sucks douche water because you're like, oh no, like you freak out and panic. It's like waking up like 2 hours late to work, like just that panic. Oh shit. I thought about that as well for my Chin2 machine. Yeah. I really like it. I mean, I really like it. The case is good. The system's good. And finally we have like really stable temps, which was nice. I would love to see you suffer in plain old VI, dude. Sounds like a blast. Not Vim Tiny's version. No, like it just be straight up VI. I don't know that I can do it though, because I just tried using VI, and so here's a quick question: do you think, like, so I was using VI when I installed the machine, like, and I was setting up OpenBSD, and it was working fine, but then I pulled down all my dot files, and after pulling down all my dot files, now when I try and use VI, it's really weird. Like really weird. Like text is like broken up and shit. Like does my Vim config like mess with VI? Question mark. I don't know. I don't know shit about VI. So just so you guys know, later on tonight, we're going to be recording with RootBSD, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to try streaming and recording. I have never tried that before on OpenBSD, so we will see how that goes. We'll see. So that's going to be at 11 o'clock tonight. And look, I've got my sleep. I'll be there. Okay. It won't be like this stream where it's like 3 to 4 hours late, but that's besides the point. We're going to have him on. And I also want to do a ricing stream with a different color scheme. Okay. I don't know when I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that tonight though. Hopefully I am. Hopefully. Wait. Dude, oh my God, buddy farted again. Jesus, man. What the fuck has this dude been eating? Where even are you? Oh, right over there. Just with his ass pointed towards me. Nice. Oh my God. My dog is just terrible, man. Oh. God. Dude. The hell? Like, I'm getting offended. It's so bad. Oh. About to kick his ass outside. He keeps farting. Did you configure Vim for learning Rust? Tried to. Didn't work. Literally cannot get the Rust analyzer to work properly on OpenBSD at all. Like, you complete me does not work as it's supposed to. I'm sure if I used NeoVim, it'd work fine, but I have literally zero interest in NeoVim. I have no interest whatsoever. I don't care how many people have hard-ons for NeoVim. I'm not interested. I don't care. I never will. I'm sorry. I've checked it out. Doesn't interest me. Sorry. But yeah, like I'm sure it would be better with NeoVim because I know like NeoVim's got a lot more. Like I think You Complete Me is also kind of intended to be used with NeoVim, but yeah, no, have not had any luck at all with Vim. I've tried COC, which is another completion engine, but that one, the Rust Analyzer binary doesn't work with. I even have problems with it on Linux, if we're being honest. So yeah, no, haven't had no luck. The OpenBSD guy, how you doing, brother? I've used VI with default conf, fun time, give it a try. No visual mode. No visual. I've actually just started using visual mode, and that's kind of an issue. I like it. True TFL. I have no idea. No idea. Semi-silent, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Dylan. Hey, cutie. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I have no fucking interest at all in NeoVim. It just does not interest me. Same way Emacs doesn't interest me. I'm just not interested. Did you figure out the fan speed thing? I think it might be having the same issue with my Dell Latitude I just put on OpenBSD on. I can't tell if it's just an old Intel chip or lack of a daemon. No. If you're using it on an old laptop, try disabling ACPI. Again, if it's old, try disabling ACPI because it possibly is the ACPI like device that like runs your fan controller. It just OpenBSD can't properly configure. Because my issue is that it seems to be an ACPI issue. The fan controller is not properly configured by the system. So when I boot up, the fan still spins, but at a very slow speed. No matter how much load I put on it, it'll spin at like 200 to like 400 RPMs, like practically nothing. And so to fix that, I just took the case fan or took this fan out because it's a 4-pin and I needed a 3-pin for my Molex adapter. So I put the case fan from the Roseville in there, attached it to a modified, like it's a, not really modified, but it's a Molex adapter, but it's meant for fans and it's meant to not like run them balls to the fucking wall, but run them. I hooked it up to that thing. Now it runs at a, like, again, not like an insane speed. Like I can take off my headphones and like I can hear it, but it's not aggressively loud or anything. Like it's just I can notice it. But yeah, fine. Now the system runs just fine. Cool as shit. Have no problems. Now that's not fixing the issue. That is just literally dodging the issue with a Molex adapter. That's it. Which I'm completely fine with. It. Like it really doesn't matter. My system stays cool no matter what. So, actually, the reasons why I use NeoVim are pretty dumb. Wait, you mean dumb? Because it's just because the config files are not in the home folder, and because I can use it with NeoVide, which just looks cool. I have no idea what NeoVide is, and I mean, my vimrc being in my home folder is fine. I don't really care. But I mean, again, I'm not like arguing. Like, you know, obviously, like, there's reasons to use NeoVim. I had an issue when OpenBSD with a Gigabyte Z490 board, and one of my fans stopped working. Well, yeah, that's probably it, because this is a Gigabyte board, so I mean, most likely it has to do with that. How do you tell us to use whatever motherboard, Zany? Well, I just now figured out the issue was my motherboard. So, I would not recommend this motherboard. I mean, unless you got a Molex adapter. In that case, go for it. It'll work fine. But yeah, no. Again, didn't know this was an issue until yesterday. Finally figured it out, but had to figure out a way around the issue, which is pretty simple. Now, I mean, I've submitted my D message, so we'll see if that helps the OpenBSD. I mean, most likely. It's not like there's going to be a fix overnight, but, you know, hopefully the board gets properly working fan controllers or fan headers. ETW tried OpenBSD 7.1 beta. They removed Slim login managed, but now XenoDM works well, and it's a good alternative. I can't comment on XenoDM because I can't use it. I tried using it. It would not it would not function. Have no idea why. Set up like my X session, but every time I would log in as my user, the like login prompt thing goes away, but I still have the like regular background for XenoDM, and then the like console like login or the console like thing, and it just stays there, and I get nothing else. So have no idea what's going on there, and I couldn't fix it either. Tried I tried a whole bunch of different shit and just couldn't fix it. I mean, I know it's something I'm doing, but still, I can't use it. Those PWM fans can be controlled by software, including the BIOS. So, oh my God. Okay. So let me walk through this with you, TFL. Okay. So, again, this fan, when OpenBSD boots, it is an ACPI problem, which means as soon as OpenBSD starts to configure the devices, it configures them improperly or does not know how to configure it. So that means as soon as it boots up, OpenBSD takes control over this stuff. But the problem is because it's not configured properly, the BIOS settings mean nothing. They mean literally nothing. As soon as OpenBSD is finished booting, this fan will spin down to pretty much nothing and stay there. That's it. Now, I could take it and put it on a different adapter and have like two fans in there, but I don't really think I need that much cooling in there. It's fine. It's time to try out Alpine. Nope. I'm not interested. I literally put... well, for one, I won't ever check it. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this right now, Voice of Truth. I'm never checking out Alpine. I will never check it out. I've tried looking at it in the past. It doesn't interest me at all. It has a super small user base. Super small. The documentation does not seem well flushed out. Nothing about it seems interesting to me at all. And also, I don't really want to go back to using Linux as my daily driver, like my main thing. I'm not interested in Linux. It's not that there's anything wrong with Linux, but I'm just personally not interested in it. So OpenBSD overwrites the BIOS settings for the fan with improper settings. Well, overwrites. Not really, because you're all right. Whenever your OS boots up, like no matter what, even without the OS changing your fan speed or doing anything, the OS detects the like ACPI for it so that it can affect it. OpenBSD, as far as I know, doesn't really have fan control. Like there's no really like way to change the fan speeds or anything like that. But you can obviously set them with BIOS. And then when your OS is booted and detected, it will just run off of the BIOS settings. But because OpenBSD configures it improperly, it doesn't. Actually, you know what? What you said is right. I don't know why I have no idea. I'm enjoying CWM on Artix Linux, even more minimalist than DWM. Need a status bar, a term bar inspired status bar is in the works. I will never need a status bar, ever. Like I don't understand a status bar, and I now that I've moved away from them, I'll never understand. Like, you take up like some of your screen to like show a time of day. Like, there we go. I don't know if you could see that, but there's my equivalent. Like, so I need the date and time. There we go. My key bindings, like for changing audio and stuff, like they tell me, like they just shoot a notification for changing the audio. Like, yeah, like I don't know. I don't really think you need a bar. On FreeBSD, you need to add a line similar to exec mate-desktop to your Exynet RC. Well, I mean, I already have my Exynet RC hooked up, or not hooked up, working. But XenoDM runs off of X session. Like, that's what that's the file that it looks to. My confusion is because I learned that the BIOS handles that stuff, at least by default, but the OS can take over and do its own thing. Yep. Yeah, no, it's not similar, because XenoDM will read from your X session. StartX reads from your Exynet RC, which is what I use currently. I would use XenoDM if it worked, because at least I could configure it. And speaking of which, if you want to use XenoDM and you want to configure it, I recommend you go check out RootBSD's channel, because he's got a video on it. Bro, status bar, you would have caught temps? No. No. Because you assume I put temps in my status bar. I dare you to go throughout my entire channel, like, and find a status bar that has temps in there. I've never added that, ever. Like, that wouldn't have caught it at all. And also, because I actually messaged, and I was talking with RootBSD about this. The funny thing is like, whenever I went to check temps, like, it was right after a weird a weird issue, just whatever it was. And the thing is like, even while rendering videos and stuff, like, I would check my temps and they were normal. Like, you know, like, I'm rendering out a video and I go and run the hardware.sensors command, and it would be like 75 degrees, which, I mean, makes sense. You know, like, I'm, you know, rendering a 1440p video. So yeah, it makes sense that it's, you know, warm. But, anyway, the only way that I caught the issue was I started rendering out, what was it? I started rendering out the podcast with DT, which is like, the raw file size of that is like 143 gigs. So I edited that and then rendered it out, and Chrome was acting weird. And so then I opened up the CTL, and it was high, like really high. Like, we're talking like 96 something degrees. Now, mind you, this has been after a minute, but still. So I was like, oh shit. So I killed everything, and then except for I stopped the render and saved the project. But anyway, killed everything, and then just started playing around with it. And you would be surprised how fast the temps will drop in this thing. Like, it can be 90 something degrees Celsius, like 1 minute, and then like 15, like not even 15 seconds, like maybe 3-4 seconds later, it can be all the way down to like 70, like 74, 76, somewhere in there. It's crazy. Is that dunce notification for the time? Yeah. Just pop yourself a notification. When you change audio, like, set up key bindings for audio, just have them shoot a notify send. That way you get, you know, your change in volume. You can set up, like, I used to have and use a script for like battery percentage. Like, it was a little script that would run, like, I don't know, like every 10 or 15 seconds, something like that. It was just a looping script, and it would go through and check the battery percentage. And if it was below like 50%, like if it hit or was below 50%, it would tell you, hey, your battery's at 50%. And then once it hit 25%, you get another notification. And then once it hit 10, every 10 seconds you would get a notification like, hey, battery's critical. And that's only because I set it up that way because I'm an idiot and like I need to be spammed when it's critical time, like when it's game time to like plug in stuff. I have to be screamed at. So, which e-cig do you use? Just the Jewel, just the lonely Jewel. I actually have this pod filled up with like some cloud nerds. Nick Salt. Stupid to have notifications for time. Just get a clock. That's what it is. Like, what? That is my clock. I mean, I also have my phone on me. I mean, if your argument is like it's stupid to have a notification for time because you can have a clock, like, oh, look at that. I don't have my phone on me. Interesting. So I don't have my phone on me, which is my clock. I bet that comes in handy. I always try to hide any bar/taskbar in anything. It's just wasted space. Yeah. I mean, it genuinely is. Like, it genuinely is. Because, I mean, 90% of the time, I don't need to know what time it is. Like, I'm just going to check occasionally. 90%, like, honestly, most people are not Matt and have so many workspaces and have so many different things filled out on every single workspace. Like, so many that you probably don't need to keep track of your workspaces. Like, most people have a handful of workspaces, at most 9, and then you have like each workspace is dedicated for a certain thing. So you really don't need to like have indicators for the workspaces because, well, I mean, you're going to the workspace, like you're gonna know where you at. No, get a clock underneath your computer. What? Stupid as hell. What? I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about, Scott. Exactly. Wireless is great. There you go, Matt. There you go. I knew you were lurking. You just had to pop in because I said your name. We're talking about workspaces, okay? And how much you like them. And I use Windows where there are things that you can't do without a taskbar. Well, there's nothing on Windows that you couldn't do without a taskbar. But the way Windows is designed, you have to use the taskbar. Like if you want to search, it's just going to load up the taskbar with the search menu. If you want to search for an application, I mean, it's no matter. If you want to get the weather, it's going to come up from the fucking taskbar. If you want to get notifications, guess where it's coming out of? The taskbar. You can't do anything with that. Like you just have to use the taskbar. Won't sell me. I don't know what I'm trying to sell you on, but all right. Scott, how's it going this morning too, man? How you doing? This is just so cool. I guess I have to dive deeper into Dunst and what you can do with it. Yeah. Well, I mean, pretty much just send notifications. Like that's really all Dunst does. But scripting is the cool part where you send useful information into Dunst. It's really nice. I didn't expect you to say anything else, Matt. If you had said anything other than I need more workspaces, I've been like, I'm not sure that this is Matt. Like this could just be a fake account, you know? Like the real Matt man is only ever talking about his workspaces. Commenting, expanding upon. How many workspaces are you at now, Matt? Like, be real. Like, a lot. I use GNOME with a few extensions to hide all the desktop UI until I call. And Vim like Keybind use control the desktop with quasi tiling window manager. Oh, man, I've never been big on GNOME and extensions because they are just so unreliable. If I want to clock, I just tap caps lock key. Nice. Oh, GK Sudo, how you doing? And yeah, I know Matt does need to get on OpenBSD, boy. Yes, sir. True, but I can say if you want to exit a background process, it's quicker to go to the taskbar to do it than to open Task Manager and do it from there. Yeah, but it's also like really, really fast to just run a pkill command. Like, really easy, but you don't have that option on Windows. There's I don't even like, even if you can do the same thing in Windows, like you don't spend your time in the terminal like at all. Like I'm not even using a terminal right now, and I have a terminal open in the background. Like that's what I'm using to stream this. Like, I'm not using it, but it still has to be there. I've been enjoying Left WM. Good, man. And Mr. Magami, I'm terrible at saying names, okay? Everybody who's in the stream, okay? Instead of just me butchering your username one by one, let me just say welcome. I have 20 total right now, 14 in use. Jesus, man. Oh, good Lord, that's terrible. Well, so kind of what I'm hoping for is you guys to put in your bets, or by bet, okay, I don't mean bets. Put in your votes towards what color scheme we should use for a rice. If you have an interesting one, whatever, you have something you want to see, because I'm planning on switching the color scheme up from Solarized, which will make Matt endlessly happy. Like genuinely, I think I might have just upset Matt using Solarized. I don't know how, but it's a good color scheme. But I have to retheme Qt browser, and honestly, man, I don't know. I want to spice it up. I want to do something new. Just want to. So if you have any color schemes that you want to see, we'll rice it. And then we might also do a scripting stream where we do like a theme manager. You should try Tokyo Night. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay. So as you guys make recommendations, I will write them down. Not all of them, Mr. Color 9654D4. I'm sorry, but I can't use just one color. Like kind of broken. Kind of broken. Me need to use computer. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Let's see, Tokyo Night. Let me write that down so I can check it out. Let's see that. I haven't heard of that. That sounds nice. Full monochrome on a tube TV. Jesus. Also glad Solarized is going away. Good. Okay. I just want everybody in the stream to understand. All right. We are all here for Matt's enjoyment. Okay. Like you might think you're here on my channel, but really, in all honesty, this channel serves Matt. The funny thing is I really hope that clip is used like in the future to create some type of bullshit conspiracy theory. Because I mean, if you think about it, Matt does have all of his merch on my channel. So like if you go to the merch link down below, you'll find his merch there. So is this channel just made to serve Matt? Is Matt Zany's overlord? Questions. Look into. Start conspiracy theories. Yes. I mean, the terminal on Windows is such a pain. If you use something like WSL, you're missing out on the file structure. If you use PWSH, it's shit. I don't even know. Oh, you're talking about, wait, are you talking about PowerShell? Yeah. I don't know. Scott has PowerShell looking good. Seems to work fine. But then again, I don't use it, so I can't say anything about it. I like Doom 1 and actually Tango. Okay, Tango. I guess both are quite boring. Also, Grovebox is good. See, the thing is like Grovebox is like, I don't know. Like Grovebox, I look at it, I'm like, meh. It's not terrible, but it's also not great. Find the Mountain Dew theme. Oh my fucking God, we're writing that down. I mean, I'm from where Mountain Dew originates from. I drink that poison like it shit's water. It's so good. By the way, if you don't know what Mountain Dew is, it is the most fucking unhealthiest drink that's ever been created by man on earth. It is straight up like what? No, because I think there's also like, isn't there a drink called like slime or some bullshit like that where it's just like terrible for you? I don't know. Mountain Dew is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. All right, so I'm gonna write Mountain Dew, and so we're gonna see, like, we'll check and see if there's a color scheme based off of Mountain Dew, because if it is, we're checking it out. Like we're checking it out. Okay. True, you are all my minions. Look, everybody, please Matt. All right. Okay, we must serve Matt with the most fervor, the most diligent work possible. We cannot upset our not necessarily corporate, but our overlord. We cannot displease our overlord. Okay, no one wants to go back to the way that it was before, where Matt, was just violent and everything. We like this tame Matt, this political, like this, like, I almost said political, like what? What? That's not what I meant at all. Anyway, I'm gonna stop with this rant before like I say a whole bunch of other key words that'll trigger people. Like, I don't know. I should probably just stop because I'm like delirious right now. I've gotten enough sleep to be awake and feel functioning, but I don't have I didn't get enough sleep to where I feel rested and I feel like my brain is like working right. Like I feel like in a haze right now. I'm a benevolent overlord. I like that. That's almost accurate. But I think benevolent overlords don't occasionally beat their subjects, which, by the way, again, conspiracy theory, does Matt physically attack me on occasion, which would be hilarious because some people might actually think that me and Matt do live close to each other. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I don't know, we don't live too far apart. I mean, it's only about a 7-hour drive. So, I mean, if Matt really did want to come, like, beat me up, I mean, I guess he could make the 8-hour drive. I'd even be willing to send him my address. Because, as we all know, again, Matt is a good overlord. If his subject has been bad, needs a little bit of discipline, he's still going to be nice to you afterwards. It's great, okay? And look, we all know I have given Matt enough grief to deserve an ass whooping, like just one. I mean, I have possibly, just maybe, streamed playing Zero AD through a scheduled podcast with him. Possibly. Zany is secretly Matt with a virtual overlay. Carbonated liquid meth. Now that is straight up Mountain Dew. Like, it is so over the top. All right, hold on. I'm gonna write Doom 1 before I forget. I think that's the one that DT uses. I haven't really messed around with it. And Tango. I don't think I've heard of Tango, so I need to check that out. But again, guys, if you're just popping in the stream, welcome. We are talking about color schemes. So if you have like a color scheme that you want to see, we're going to be doing a ricing stream here before too long, and check just ricing everything. So if you want to make a recommendation, go for it. We are about to end off the stream because I've been streaming now for probably over 30 minutes. My family's probably getting very impatient with me. I have no idea what. Can I check? Yes. Can I go? Okay, so it started at 5. Oh my God, it's been an hour. Yeah. So my family's probably sitting out there real pissed at me because they want to play games and watch a TV show. So we should definitely hurry it up. So Four Loko is worse than Mountain Dew. Yes. Unequivocally, yes, Alien, you're right. You have to say that while I'm sipping a Mountain Dew. Hey, I'm a little jealous, okay? I want some Mountain Dew. Doesn't matter how much poison it is. Do you know Doomside and the Gotham color scheme? No. So let me write that down. How is it? Doomicide, and Gotham. Thank you guys for giving out the good color scheme recommendations. Let's see. Google account, welcome. Monster Energy is pretty high on my bad for you list. Yeah, but genuinely speaking, if you don't have a Monster like all the time, it's really not that bad. Like there are definitely worse energy drinks, definitely. But still, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I like Everforest. Thank you, AMS. I will check it out. Everforest. And again, if anyone was here for the stream earlier, like when it was actually properly scheduled and everything, again, I passed out. I didn't have any sleep last night. I apologize. I'll try and make sure that shit doesn't happen on the channel. Paper Color and Vim Dark more. Paper Color and Vim Dark more. I don't know what you mean by that. Can't go wrong with the Dracula theme. I won't even write that down because you can't. You genuinely can't go wrong with a Dracula color scheme. I'm going to try out all these new color schemes that everyone's recommended here. And then, obviously if I'm not like keen on any of them, then we'll just fall back to Dracula. I mean, Dracula is like the ultimate fallback. I mean, if we're being honest, like it's such a good color scheme. For standards over here, Monster is pretty much the devil's juice. I can't think of anything else worse. Well, see, the reason I consider Mountain Dew worse than Monster is because it tricks you into thinking that it's not as bad because it's not loaded with nearly as much caffeine. But like 2 Mountain Dews equals definitely like at least a Monster, if not like a Monster and a half. Paper Color is a theme in the Vim Dark Mode version, and the Dark Mode version. Okay. Gotcha. Paper, color, color, and we'll do that dark. Okay, I will check that out. Windows 95 high contrast. Get that. Come on, man. No. We know. No. I want to like Monster more, but as soon as I take the sip, I feel bad chemicals rushing through my body. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're feeling all of the chemicals. Like there's literally there's no better way of putting it than just calling them chemicals. Like it's just chemicals coursing through your veins. Have you tried the Monoki color scheme? Yes, I have, but it's been a really long time since I've checked it out, so I'll take another look at it. And I'm going to have to go, boys, because, my family's waiting on me, and I'm sure they're sitting out there just like, where the fuck? Get off your stream. Come on, we want to watch the TV show. So I'm going to go watch TV with my family and play some games with them, and then later on tonight, I might be live again doing the Rice, and then doing a stream / recording with RootBSD. I don't know that I'm going to be streaming that with RootBSD. We're going to try, but no promises, okay? Might not go well. It all depends on whether or not the streaming while recording is a problem. So, yeah. I hope all of you guys have a good one. Take care. And, yeah. Hold on. Before I leave, I'm going to put my microphone back up here. And I'll get that moved at some point. Don't know when. Don't ask. All right. Bye, guys. I hope all of you guys have a good one.